Welcome everybody. Ryan Booskool with the Greater Niles Chamber of Commerce. Glad you all made it today for our Lunch and Learn. I think we got a great one for you. First off, thank you to the sponsors again, Southwestern Michigan College. Really appreciate them hosting physically, but also sponsoring the series, making all this possible. So really do appreciate them. Thank you to Smokin Cafe for feeding us so badly. I think everyone's realized we're doing well here today. You want to make sure that we understood the darker sauce was his regular, but the other one is brand new. We're all guinea pigs today apparently. Sweet anchovy chili. So again, part of the purpose of us bringing in different caterers every month is so that you folks can kind of get an idea for your company events and anything that you need. Please be sure to patronize these folks. They're really good at putting the food together, bringing it out to you, and taking care of you, just like they do us. So, a couple chamber plugs, upcoming events I want to let you know about. We've got two really great events next week. We've got a ribbon cutting out at the Embers. So, if you're not familiar with the Embers, Kim Putney has taken over that location over by the golf course on the west side of town. She's done an amazing job with it, and she does a monthly supper club out there. With an amazing theme. She just goes all out. She's been packing it in and doing a great job. So we're going to get to sample a little bit about what she's got to offer there. So that's Tuesday at 4 o'clock next week, and then she's going to do an open house until 8 o'clock. She's hitting us with free orders, cash bar. Should be fun. And it's a great view out there too, so it's going to be fun. Hopefully the weather. We're inside, but it's a great view. And then Thursday, we've got our third Thursday event sponsored by Sturgis Bank. This time, Thursday, 4 o'clock, we're at Niles Brewing Company. That was a big hit last year. Everybody had a great time. It's a cool location right downtown Main Street. Please come out for that. And then our next, that one's sponsored by Sturgis Bank. Then our next Chamber Buzz Breakfast, sponsored by Everwise Credit Union. That is that first Wednesday of the month, June 5th. We had a huge turnout this month. Just been going gangbusters. It's just a great opportunity. Like 60, 70 business community leaders showing up for that. It's just great one-stop shopping to find out what's going on in the community. So really just appreciate that support for that. It's been a lot of fun. And lastly, our big fundraiser that helps make all this programming possible and my job possible is our Chamber Pulse Luncheon presented by our credit union on June 11th. That's at noon out at the Morris Estate. And we sold out last year, plan to do so again. So please register at greaternileschamber.com. And then let's get on with our guest speakers. Our guest speaker today, Bonnie Gabriel, Regional Director for the Southwest region of the Michigan Small Business Development Center at Western Michigan University. With her is David Beeson, Business Growth Consultant, also there, still there. We're excited to have them share with us the resources available at MSBDC to our local entrepreneurs. And we also have Aiyenede Akhigbe from Sticky Spoons. I tried to get your full name. I tried it. I practiced it. It's the toughest one in town. Yes, I think so. And we're going to hear about her personal testimony and her journey seeking out resources throughout the region. I think as entrepreneurs go, she is on the leading edge, really trying to figure out what's out there. She is not afraid to say, look, I don't know what I don't know. And she's going to kind of share with us what that was like for her. So with that, I'll turn it over to Bonnie. Thank you.
Thank you all for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity to speak with you. I'm Bonnie Gabriel. I'm the Regional Director of the Southwest Michigan SBDC office. We're hosted at Western Michigan University, so located Kalamazoo, but we serve all 7 counties. Before I start, is anybody familiar with SBDC? Okay, got a few. So good, I'm glad I have this opportunity to tell you about us. And can everybody hear me okay? Okay. Those years of being a part-time instructor at Western are paying off. So what do we do? In a nutshell, our mission and our vision is to make Michigan the best place for businesses. And we help launch, grow, transition, and innovate. And what it's really interesting, we have one-on-one consulting. And as I was talking to David a little bit earlier, you know how much it costs? It's free. Absolutely free. We will not charge you a to help you with your business plan. We won't write it for you, but we'll help you. We won't charge you to help you file for your LLC. You want to ask about social media? Feel free. Again, that's how much we charge. We have 10 offices in the state. Most of them are affiliated with a community college, a regular college, a university. So we're at Western, and again, we serve the southwest area of the state. But if you have family, friends in a different area of the state that they have a business or they want to take advantage of these free consulting services, we can help them anywhere in the state. And actually, if you didn't know, SBDC is funded through the Small Business Administration. It's just not a Michigan thing. We are in all 50 states, territories, you name it. When I went to the state conference, second day on the job, I got to go to the state conference in Nashville. I was meeting people from Guam, Virgin Islands. I was like, wow, it's kind of crazy. But there's a lot of investment for small businesses. And again, you got to know it because you don't know what you don't know. Here's our 7-county region. We don't do Grand Rapids. We don't do Allegan. That is a different region, but we do Berrien Branch, Calhoun, Cass, Kalamazoo, St. Joe, and Van Buren. We do have a small team because, like I said so many times before, when you get federal money, you don't have all the resources, you don't have all the time, you don't have all the money. So, but we do our best to cover these 7 counties. This is just a little factoid. Over 8,000 small businesses engage with the Michigan SBDC. So that's just in Michigan. So you can imagine how this impacts the whole United States. Things that we can help you with, I kind of alluded to the business planning, the social media, your market research. Let's say you want to start a business and you want to have some market research. Where's the best location? What is happening in that industry? Is it growing? Is it declining? Didn't know if you knew this, but at Western Michigan University, we have the only business librarian in the area. You have to go up to Grand Rapids to find another one. So again, and you don't even have to physically come to us. We can do virtual meetings. So that don't have to worry about traveling. HR, we have a lot of folks that want to set up an HR handbook. Or what do I do with, policies? Cybersecurity is a big one. I just attended 2 weeks ago. The Attorney General for the state was in Kalamazoo talking about cybersecurity and the impact to small businesses. And there were a couple different, Fifth Third Bank happened to be there. They were talking about their programs that they're doing. And coincidentally, we had somebody from the IRS there. So that was kind of nice because we could ask her some specific questions about cybersecurity and how they're taking people's social security numbers and doing tax fraud. Just things that you don't think about because, we think positively, but yeah, it's crazy. It's like, I always tell people, if they could take all that time and effort and do something good with it, we'd be a much better place. We also do second stage companies. So not necessarily a startup or a brand new business, but an existing business. And that is what David works on specifically. We can help you. You're looking at a second location, you're expanding, you're growing, you want to export, add more employees. We can help you with that as well. And specifically, the growth team, which is a statewide resource, takes these existing companies through what's called Focus 4. Kind of really tightens up your purpose. What are you trying to do with your business? How's your cash flow going? Can you execute? And what is your long-term strategy? And then you can read all the rest of the stuff. But they're doing fabulous work with existing companies. And as I was talking with David earlier, taking companies that are about $700,000 to $800,000 in revenue, bumping them to that $1 million mark. Because that mental line, I've got $1 million in sales. because you can kind of round up if you're at 750, but really crossing that million is huge. And again, we do business consulting. We do business education as well. We put on a lot of workshops in person, virtually. We have our website, which will list all the events that we have going on. We partner with different organizations, different economic development organizations, to jointly do workshops to help benefit the community. And like I said about that market research. Again, no cost. This is your tax dollars at work. The money you're putting in is coming out. You take advantage of it. Again, we have those live workshops, and we have on-demand webinars too. So let's say, it's 8 o'clock at night, everything's quiet finally in the house, and you want to check out something more about QuickBooks. We have a webinar on that. Market research, and we have tech too. So if you have some idea, and I'm not a techie, so I couldn't really even tell you, some crazy new idea, we can help you with getting that tech going. Research if there's a patent out there that you don't want to cross what somebody else is doing. And here's the huge long list of everything we can help you with. And again, legal issues, we can't give you advice because we're not lawyers. Same thing with tax advice because we're not tax accountants, but we can refer you out. And again, I kind of talked about my team's focused on small business. David's is focused on growth. We have a team for exporting. If you're selling to Canada, you are exporting, even though it's just across the border. And then tech commercialization again. You want to check out something, you want to see what crazy stuff's going on. They've got a great team over there. And then here's some of our partners, Chamber of Commerce's. We work with universities, we talked about that. Referring you out to attorneys and CPAs, because you've got a question and you have no idea where to go. We can give you 3 ideas of who to check in with. Exporting, trade associations. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we are connected with one way or another. And again, how many more times do I gotta say it? It's free. Take advantage of your tax dollars at work. And again, we're sponsored through the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, Western Michigan University, and the Small Business Administration. So if you are interested, I've got our QR code because my student employee is like, yes, this is something you've got to do nowadays. She's all into social media. She manages our Facebook account. I'm like, go. So this is our QR code that'll take you to our website, and that's our direct office phone number, and then the website. If you're not a QR code person, there's the information, and then that's our email at Western Michigan University. It goes right into our intake consultant who will get you in our process and procedures. Oops, I'll leave that up for a minute. Does anybody have any questions?
Those webinars you were talking about, they're just on the website, like anyone can access them?
Yep, so if you go to this website, there is a drop down across the top. I forget what it says. You gotta go over and then down, and it'll have events.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to look in there. There are courses with slides. I'm a visual learner. I need to have somebody tell me and walk it through, so I do the webinars instead.
Cool.
Yeah, and they're completely free. If you want to, you can register for the webinars so that you get in our system, and then we can contact you and say, hey, we noticed that you've taken 3 webinars on QuickBooks. How's it going? Do you have some questions or whatever? Yeah. Yes.
So I represent a municipality, so I'm not exactly small business, but we get contacted by small businesses all the time. And you refer them to you for assistance. But data is something that we have very difficult time getting. It's out there, but it costs a lot of money for us now to get
Oh, yeah.
some business type data. Is there a resource that we can go to and say, these are the types of businesses that we should be trying to recruit for our community without us having to spend $30,000 a year
On your own software program? Yeah, yeah. Who was just showing me a new one? I mean, this stuff is just coming out like crazy. Somebody was showing me like they're pinging your cell phone. And like if you go, it can see where you were before you went to a particular place, how long you spent when you got to that particular place, and where you went after. And then have you come back again? I'm like, oh my gosh. So this is crazy stuff. A lot of times I personally go to like census and look through their census builder information. But there's a lot of free websites out there that you can use for market research to see like what's trending. You know, do we have too many coffee shops? Is there ever enough coffee shops? You know, but you know, maybe we have oversaturation because there's 3 on the same block. But yeah, there's some websites. If you want to give me your information, I can send you some free websites you can add to like your municipality's website for information and everything.
Okay.
Do you think the local workforce development analytics would be something that would help with that?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what Michigan has.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what I was really kind of looking for is when we've purchased them a few times, but you get the cell phone data overlaid with credit card data,
Oh wow.
and
Yeah.
you know exactly where the money's flowing, what products people are purchasing, what time of day they're purchasing it, and you can kind of guide a business into a category that's missing in your community, where that
Right.
money's leaving your community and being spent across state lines someplace.
Yeah. It's crazy, it's scary, but it's interesting what the technology is out there. But yeah, of course they want to get paid for it.
They get me for a little.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But what sources of data does your office have that you can share with small businesses?
What we can do is we have wonderful students that like to do research. Hey, let's use those students, right? Where we can have them go in and see what the industry trends are. Like I said, is there too many coffee shops? Where are they located? What's their customer base? Where are their peaks and their valleys? So we could kind of hone in on all of that type of information. What is it? Is it a good trend to get into? Is it, you know, are coffee shops declining? Maybe you should go into tea and, you know, different things like that. But yeah, yeah. You know, did you want to add anything?
But we can also run potential client lists by NICS code. So if somebody's looking for a specific industry, I can run with the help of the research assistants, we can run reports that if you want to see anybody in a specific NICS code that has more than 50 employees, more than $10 million in revenue. There are a lot of different parameters you can search on, and it narrows down your potential client list. We can go by zip code or by region. Another tool we use a lot is called Vertical IQ, which is industry-specific information with benchmarking data. You know, and I wouldn't say it's something you can hang your hat on completely, but it's certainly another piece of information you can use in making sure that you're at least consistent with what the market data is showing. Vertical IQ takes all of the publicly available information from a lot of different resources and puts it into a really nice readable report that then you can use to benchmark where you're at. There's some valuation information in there if you own a small business, so that you can kind of see what other small businesses have been valued at that are similarly sized. So we do have a lot of market research reports available to us because of our affiliations with Education's Fire Learning Institutes of Ireland.
So finals time is probably not a good time to send in a request. But any other part of the year, those students are working hard. So yeah, yeah. And it's a great kind of way we all kind of tie together with our universities and colleges to give those students learning opportunities and on-the-job experiences while they're still in school. So, yes.
If you
so that we can, we need their contact information. Do you like email? Do you like phone? We're even starting to experiment with text. And what are they looking for to try and narrow it down? And usually our intake consultant gets back with them within about 24 to 48 hours, depending on her workload. We're hoping to keep her really busy. So that's why I'm bumping it to the 48 hours. But yeah, we try to get back within a day or two. And she usually talks through, what are you really looking for? Because sometimes I want to start a business. Okay, well, what type of business? Give us some more details. Let's get into it. And then we assign them to either some more webinar training if they're not sure of exactly what they want. They need a little bit more education. Or if they're ready to go and they're, I've got everything done. I've got my business plan written down on a napkin. I need it written on paper. Then we assign them to a consultant.
Can you share some of your favorite examples of some success stories that you've had with people?
Sure, I guess. And we do maintain confidentiality, but I can share some that are publicly known. And David, feel free if you had a good one that you wanted to share as well. I know right now a lot of publicity is on Jamari Bogan in Kalamazoo. He's developing some housing, and he's worked with one of our consultants, John Schmidt. And so we're working to get some publicity about how his relationship with John helped him get his businesses running, and they have a great relationship. John's actually invited to his wedding. So yeah. And
do you mind if I plug for this for you?
Yeah.
So
Plug
wave
away.
me off if I'm.
Yeah.
Should I get in front of the camera?
Yes. Oh yeah. And I'll back up the slide so it can go.
I really am an introvert. I don't want to be in front of the camera, but I'm being recorded. So I'm with the growth team, and we work with second stage companies, which are the companies typically have more than 10 employees, more than $1 million in revenue, have been in business for a couple of years. Focus for Bonnie mentioned in her presentation is an operating system that we put together. The growth team, six of us got together, came up with our favorite management principles from our favorite management books, put them into a system that small business owners could use, and we implement that with businesses across the state. I've been close to probably 70 implementations now with Focus 4. 4 areas is vision, core purpose and core values, strategy, what are you good at, what are you bad at, where do you stand in terms of your competitors and your market. Execution is all of the things you need, from an accountability chart to a scorecard to goal setting, meeting cadence, meeting agendas, and then cash flow is financial literacy, understanding your financials, ratios, how to make decisions based on those things. And so the book is really it's a system, but it also is a book full of tools. We started with a client in 2020. We had an assessment Focus 4 meeting. There were 3 of us on the call. At the assessment meeting, he was around $585,000 in revenue. Literally kind of shoebox financing it, receipts in a shoebox, things in a shoebox. So I had already committed to helping him with the scorecard. We worked on a scorecard. Subsequent meeting, the other 2 individuals dropped off. And the more that I worked with him, the more coachable he was, I realized. We used Focus 4 tool by tool, and eventually implemented. He grew his business, added a leadership and another person to the leadership team, added a 3rd person to the leadership team, and over the last 4 years has really now fully implemented Focus 4. Has a leadership team of 5 individuals. Is on track this year to end at $2.5 million in revenue, and it has 17 employees now. It's a system that we've implemented all across the state. It's really, you can go to our website that she just put up, how to grow my business, or I want to grow my business. If you click on that link, you can scroll down and it says learn more about Focus 4. You can download the ebook for free, and know that it's a toolbox. You don't have to do the entire thing, but if you're interested, I'll be around after the presentation today to talk a little more about it if you're interested in talking about it. But we see time and time again, it's a system to help business owners stop working in the business and get them working on the business.
Yeah, yeah. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I have a small team. So
Yeah.
everybody that comes in and says, I have an idea, I have 5 of them, pick one for me. Well, unfortunately, we go back to nobody has all the resources, time, or money. So that's why we have those webinar trainings so that they can think about, okay, I want to start a business. How am I going to get money to start? You know, what is a business plan? Why do I need one? You know, I'm really passionate about ice cream and I love serving ice cream. I want to see everybody have a smile on their face, but it's not just about the product or the service. You have to do the accounting. You've got to do the hiring and firing. You have to pay your taxes. So it's like David was saying, focusing on the business and running the business. So those webinars are the best places to start, get the process going, because maybe you realize, you know what, it's a hobby. And, you know, you don't want to have the headache of, you know, your 2 people that were scheduled to show up that day, both called in sick. You'd rather just sell your product on Etsy or whatever. So check out those trainings and then kind of, okay, I'm committed, I'm dedicated, I'm ready to go, or maybe not. So yeah, thank you, good question. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you having us here, and hopefully we can help you and help the community. Thanks.
All right, so next, I'd like to bring up Aiyenede and hear some personal testimony about how being an entrepreneur in the trenches.
This way, go back. This
Okay,
way.
okay.
That's perfect, it works for me. Okay, that's fine. Okay, my name is Aiyenede Akhigbe. I'm a Navy veteran and I'm the owner of Sticky Spoons Jam. I started Sticky Spoons years ago. I started by making baby food. You know, if you've ever seen that movie with Diane Keaton, she makes baby food and everyone loves it. And then my son grew up enough to want peanut butter and jelly, and I figured, all that hard work to eat Smockers? Absolutely not. Wait, no, we're not doing that. So I attempted jam making. I'm Nigerian. We don't make jam in Nigeria. So of course we had a lot of runny jam, lots of pancakes and waffles that year. Then it started to set. Then I went from making strawberry and I started mixing fruit. Then I earned the name Crazy Jam Lady when I hit about 65 flavors. So not knowing what to do, I contacted the MSC Extension and Product Center and I became a client. I've been a client for 8 years now. And the person I met with then was like, you need to stop making so many flavors. And in my head, all I heard was like, what are you talking about, Willis? I like making jam. So I said, okay, what else can the Product Center offer me? And she said, well, we can offer you counseling, we can offer you testing, we can help you get labeling, we can send you in different directions to help your business grow. Well, me being me, I figured, who else can help me? I contacted MEDC. These are all programs run through the SBA. And I actually went through MEDC and it said, what about SBDC? So I got a hold of John Schmidt, lovely guy. He's abandoned me, but we'll deal with that another day. And he talked to me when I decided I was going to grow my business. I wanted to build my licensed kitchen. I knew what I wanted. And he's like, let's do a Zoom call. And I talked to him about how I made jam. He's like, well, these are some other programs out there that you should probably look into. So I got a hold of PTAC. PTAC is how you get your certifications. It's also another SBA program. It's free. So I got a hold of PTAC. I said, well, I'm a female, Black veteran. I'm the trifecta. What do I do? She said, well, you will need to complete a bunch of forms to get your certification. Some are easier than others. The easiest one is the MBE, the Minority Business Enterprise. That one takes about 3 months. Actually, no, the easiest one, which I was very, very shocked to find out, is the VOSB, the Veteran-Owned Small Business. That one took 21 days. You'll be shocked. Getting care at the VA could take you up to 6 years, but the certification took 21 days. And then I decided to get the MBE. That one took three months. And then she also said, how about the WOSB, the Women Owned Small Business? After 4 months of trying, I gave up. I will try again next winter. It requires a lot of information, but these are all programs through the SBA that are 100% free. So I like to sign up for things. Chambers of Commerce's, I think I belong to 3, including Niles, Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber, and one more. I don't remember right now. MMTC right now has the Industry 4.0 grant. If you're in production, it doesn't matter what kind of production you do or manufacturing, they offer a grant up to $25,000 that will allow you to fund some sort of technology in your business. So that's another free program. They also offer a bunch of classes free to you. Let's see what else. Angel Inventor Forums. I participate in a lot of pitch competitions. I'm really good at it. I can say that. I practice a lot. My kid will tell you that at bedtime, that's his bedtime story. And then I get corrected that I missed the spot, but whatever. What do you know, dude? So through pitch competitions, I found a lot of funding. Some are easier to apply for and some are more difficult. Through grant writing also, I found some funding. My easiest grant was for the Olga Foundation. It took me 2 minutes to apply and I got $10,000 out of it. But then I'm currently applying for a $25,000 grant that is going to take me a month to apply for. But the truth is, you can't give up. With pitch competitions, I enjoy them because it's not always about winning the money for me. It's about talking about my business. So 2 weeks ago, I went to Lansing. I really don't like driving that far. And I got to stand on a stage and just tell people about Sticky Spoons, what I do, why I do it. I got second place. I was stolen from me. I got second place and I got a technical grant. And then last October, I was just telling Jen that I was actually at the Kellogg Arena. I was on a stage in front of people. I'd never been to Battle Creek before, by the way. So I'm standing on the stage and I'm having to tell my story to probably about 200 people who are just like, she sounds funny, you know, because my accent doesn't match my face a lot. So that was pretty good and I got $10,000. So when people say they want to start a business or they want to fund their business, for me, it's not just about going to a bank, asking grandma, digging into your savings. It's really looking for all these resources and tapping into them because one resource can inform you about what's out there. MSU Product Center actually informed me about the competition 2 weeks ago. They also informed me about the one last October that I got $10,000 at. The USBA, I found through them that I could find grants that are specific to gender or race, and so I applied for those. I like Google a lot also. Although if the application tells you you need to pay a fee, we know it's a scam. So whatever variation you want to pitch for, whatever variation you're looking for money for, looking for money to publish my own book, I'm looking for money to write a cookbook, I'm looking for money to update my building, to hire employees, whatever, grants, pitch competitions, put in various variations and then apply. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy applying, whether they say yes or no. A lot of people want to give up after the first try. I am on my 4th rotation with this $15,000 grant that this will be my 4th year applying for it. It opens in September. I will apply until they give me that money. So it gets, every time I get a denial letter, it gets moved forward on my calendar to the next year. And this will be year 4. But guess what? Yes or no, I'm going to apply again. So you can't give up. Use every possibility, and I'm always available to have conversations. So if you have someone who's thinking of starting their small business and they're like, who do I go talk to? I will give them a free hour of my time. They have to come to me or do a Google Meet. I will give you a free hour. If you're looking to pitch your business, I do offer pitch coaching. I do charge for that one because it involves a lot more. And for grant writing, I can send you off to people to chat with about applying for a grant and they will write it for you. But they're usually about $100, $200 per hour. And so you have to figure out how much time you want to put into a grant. But that's my story.
You mentioned SCORE.
SCORE, oh shoot, I forgot about John, my heart. Oh God. So SCORE is part of this whole process, score.org, SCORE.org. It's free mentorship. It's 100% free. I won the SCORE Lotto. I truly won the SCORE Lotto. My SCORE mentor is the creator of the Pop-Tart. Yes, he worked at Kellogg's for how many years? And I applied to SCORE and I get a call that says, "Hi, I'm John. I'm your SCORE mentor." I was like, "Great, let's chat, John. What do you want to do?" And we had a quick conversation. And now I've been fully adopted by John. I think my best story is he likes fishing. He was fishing in Canada and we had some issue in our kitchen last summer. He stopped by before he went on his trip, by the way, to tell me, "I will be gone, but if you call me, leave me a voicemail, send me an email when I cross back into the border or I get service, I will call you back." Me forgetting, going, "John, I need you. Something happened with a recipe. What do we do?" He's done fishing in the woods, comes into service, and I'm the first person he calls. He didn't call his wife, Leslie, who I love. But with SCORE, it's 100% free. All of this is free. So when someone wants to start a small business, grow their business, and they say, "Well, I don't know what to do," start at the SBA, start at MEDC, SBDC, military talk, we can talk in all acronyms. WOSB, VOSB, all that stuff is available to anyone who truly wants to start, grow, or even sell their business. So that's my SCORE story. I love John. Any questions? No?
Yeah, two things. On the SCORE, I went to her ribbon cutting and her SCORE mentor was there, and it was such an amazing story. And I was like, we need to connect more people with SCORE in our community. And Howard at Iron Shoe Distillery now has a SCORE mentor. Matt over at Cotton Gin Smoker has a SCORE mentor. So like, had some successes, and what you're gonna do, Jen, I think you're another great potential client for this. And it does. Not all SCORE mentors are created equal. So
you could break up with your mentor and ask for a new one.
You could break up. Yes. It's kind of important that they're not all perfect fits, and you may have to, move on to the second one. But my uncle, who just sold his lumber company, told him about this down in Florida, and he is now a SCORE mentor, and it is one of the most rewarding chapters of his life right now, passing along some of that knowledge. So thank you again. The ripple effect just keeps happening. So wanted to mention that, but also the Greater Niles Chamber of Commerce is also a resource. We have a pot of money at our disposal that we give out in economic development grants each year. We are in the open application period for that, so I would encourage you to take a look at our website for that application. We have two recipients here, Soldier and Sticky Spoons, who have received grants from that pot of money, so do encourage you to take a look at that resource as well. But otherwise, thank you to our speakers. This was outstanding. Appreciate everybody being here. Have a great week.